The Forgotten City is a first-person adventure game. It started life as a Skyrim mod. However, it went on to be one of the best games of 2021. So it's an adventure game where you're sent to a secluded Roman-style city, trying to figure out who's going to break the Golden Rule. Now, what is the Golden Rule, you may ask? Well, sin, and everyone dies. And you have to figure out who is about to sin and break the cycle. Well, I arrived at the Forgotten City quite late. It came out in July 2021. I've been catching up on some games I missed over the holiday break. This game is relatively short, so it's a good one if you're in between games, as a nice little palate cleanser. It's also funny, sometimes sad, scary, and exciting all at the same time, so there's something in there for everyone. At the start of the game, you wake up in the woods. There's a woman there. She asks you to investigate a ruin nearby, as her friend Al has become lost. Wanting to be helpful, you agree. But then once you enter the ruin, you're sent through a portal to a secluded Roman-style city with a ragtag bunch of inhabitants. So much like the cupboard in Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, you fall into the Forgotten City with no way to escape. And it's your job to keep moving forward and try and figure out how you get back to your time. Well, unfortunately, you're stuck in a time loop, so you have to live the same day over and over again until you break the curse. So there's plenty going on in the Forgotten City, so there's an election for a new magistrate, someone's sister has gone missing, someone's been poisoned, and there's plenty of people living in fear of the Golden Rule. So Golden Rule is fairly simple. If someone sins in the city, everyone turns to gold and they die. And the game delves into this collective punishment a fair bit, with the Golden Rule keeping much of the people in the city from misbehaving. And the game deals with some fairly interesting topics, so how to survive in a world like this when you're living under a hanging dagger. What is regarded as a sin anyway? So the current magistrate explains that they can all agree on the basics, like no stealing or killing, but the lines in between, they're pretty grey and they're blurred, which also makes it quite dangerous for the city's inhabitants. Well, the Forgotten City is all about the conversations that you have and the people that you meet. So these are a vibrant collection of characters, whether it's the vendor trying to swindle you out of money for a life-saving medicine that you need, or the burly guard who likes to threaten you, and also everyone else at any moment. So by speaking to people, you're going to uncover mysteries and objectives, and you're always directed quite clearly to what you have to do next. So there's plenty of threads in the Forgotten City, plenty of mysteries to solve, meaning it's quite difficult to get stuck or not know what to do next, which can sometimes be a downfall of a game of this genre. So somewhere between 10 and 20 people in the city, and they've got questions too. For example, why is the city here? Why are they stuck there? And how do they escape? So your main goal in the game is to figure out who's going to commit the sin, and then report back to the magistrate your suspicions. However, there's loads of subplots going on all the time, which are uncovered through the conversations, and uncovering who these characters are and their motivations is a nice gameplay loop, but there's also some exciting scenes and action thrown in there too, for good measure. So given the game starting as a Skyrim mod, you can see some of that lingering here with the classic Skyrim jank, but for the most part the game plays really well from the first person perspective. So the time loop is another central mechanic here, which offers up some breathtaking moments which I wasn't expecting in the game when I first went in. So given you know the Golden Rule is there, once a sin is performed then everyone turns to gold and then dies. However, you can trigger this mass death mechanic to your benefit. For example, someone unfortunately dies from poison, but the vendor was trying to cod money out of the doctor at an inflated price. Therefore, you can steal the antidote, which kicks off the death mechanic, safely escape through the portal, and it takes you back to the start of the loop, where you still have the item in your possession, and you're free to deliver it to the doctor. So there's loads of similar puzzles like this where you have to figure out how to use the loop mechanic to your advantage, and it's a whole load of fun. Well, in summary, the Forgotten City is a memorable gaming experience. I think it's one that you should check out. The characters are rich, the main story is entertaining, and getting to know the characters in this world is a fun time. The game doesn't outstay its welcome, plus there's some really interesting life lessons in there too, regarding morality. It's also available on Xbox Game Pass, and if you've got a subscription to that service, I definitely recommend it. So the game was developed by Modern Storyteller, the publisher was Dear Villagers and Ubitus KK, and it's available for Xbox PC, PlayStation and Nintendo Switch, and I reviewed it on PC. It was originally released on the 28th of July, 2021. Well, that is it for my review of The Forgotten City, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Well, thanks again, and I'll see you soon.
Salve, friend.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are? I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life.
If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die. Somebody in this city is about to break the golden rule.
Sooner or later, things are going to end badly for all of us down here.
Some people say it's the creation of an all-seeing God who's watching everything we do.
Either you don't know the difference between right and wrong, or this unknown God doesn't.
But did you ever get the feeling some of these statues are watching us?
Are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the golden rule?
How is it that you've just arrived here and you already know everyone and exactly what's about to happen to them? Salve, friend. I'm Galerius.
I'll tell you this much. I hate the fact that my survival depends on the common sense of other people. Ah, then you know what I'm talking about.